What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Reef RX. I know it's been a while since I gave you guys an update. Unfortunately, I got very sick and I was in the hospital for some time. And then the week prior to that, I was traveling for work. And then the week after I got out of the hospital, I was recovering. So I'm doing much better now. Lots of stuff to update you guys on. So let's just get started, jump right into it. So my tank, I haven't been putting as much time into it as I normally would like to because of what I pretty much just said about being sick and all that stuff and traveling. So I do have a little bit of a problem with the tank right now. If you look, I got this like golden algae stuff all over the rocks. So I did an ICP test. I sent it off to the lab, confirmed that I have high levels of silicone in my tank, which are likely due to my RO water. So I also did a test for the RO water to see if I had levels of silicone before I replaced the DI resins, which I did. So I guess even though you're reading 0 TDS from your TDS meter for your RODI unit, silicones will be the first thing to leak out of there from the research that I did. So I replaced the DI resins, drained my ATO containers, and hopefully have 0 silicone in this water now, which I should, because like I said, I replaced those. So I also looked on, there's a really good Facebook group called, let me take this off. It's called Max Reef Dinoflagellant Support Group. So this group, pretty much get a microscope to look at your algae, and they have really good documents and a lot of people that know what they're doing to kind of determine what your problem is. So what my problem is, what was it? I forget now. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I completely blanked on what the issue was I was having. So I have this algae called Christophyte. So by doing the research about Christophyte, so like I said, I looked at this algae under a microscope, went onto that Facebook group, looked at their files because they have pictures of everything, and kind of determined that I have Christophytes. And those are caused by high levels of silicone, which we just determined that I had. So pretty much the treatment for this is not a whole lot of treatment. So you find the contaminant source, which I did, which was the RODI unit. You eliminate that contaminant source, and it just takes time to go away from what I've read. You can brush off the rock with this stuff comes off super easy. So like I put like not a toothbrush, but I had like one of them brushes you use to clean dishes or something that I use for the tank. So I scraped some of it off. Some of it's come back, but from what I've read, it just takes some time. So I'm not in like a hurry. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. There's really no ill effects. It's just ugly. That's all. It just looks really ugly. You can see some of these frag plugs. I mean, they're just ugly, but no harm. My frog spawn up here is not doing too good. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. So he was in the back. I thought maybe it was getting a bit too much flow, so I moved it next to this torch, which is doing good. It's starting to look a little bit better than it was, but it's not looking great. I probably should pull it and dip it, but I honestly just haven't had time to do that. One other big thing to announce, I might be moving soon into a house. My wife and I just put an offer in. So hopefully, if that doesn't get accepted, we will be moving soon. So I'll be moving this tank. I'll be moving that tank. So that'll be a huge project. Kind of have an idea in my head of how I'm going to do it. If you guys are interested in seeing the process of moving, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure when that time comes, I will record everything and kind of show you guys what I did to move. So it's going to be a huge project, probably moving like an hour and a half away. Luckily, the weather's warmer out here, so as far as moving, I don't need to worry about like it being in the winter time with cold water and stuff. But hopefully we'll be moving in the next few months into a home. And I know I talked about wanting to get like a frag tank on the side over here. That's on hold, obviously, because moving. And then once I do move, my whole plan is like to have my sump and everything. I want to have like a basement sump. I want to have a massive size basement sump, have all the tanks run off of one, and then have some frag tanks down there. So like, it's just going to get a whole hell of a lot cooler. So I'm super excited about that. A lot of DIY projects I'll be doing just to save money and stuff like that. Everything this sump's going pretty good. My Trident, I had an issue with that the other day. Like I kept getting a bad calcium range on it. And, you know, I had just changed the reagents. And then a couple days later, like I went to come like look to investigate. Like I was thinking maybe I just need to like prime the sample line or something. Maybe there was like a blockage, but it was weird because it was just the calcium. I had, I'll put a picture of it in the corner here. I had reagent leaked like this all over, like this. It came through this side. There was this. You can still see this some purple down there. Like there was, this whole thing was flooded. There was reagent all on top of my bottles here. So I contacted Neptune Support, who's in the past has been great to me. I do got to send this out for repair. So we're doing the cross shipment. So they're sending me a unit. And then once I get that, I'll send this unit back for repair. The clear filter rollers, I ended up putting these on a timer, like on like an oscillating timer for my on my Trident, on my Apex here. So I have them run for 3 seconds every 8 hours, and it seems to work much better than the optical sensor, because the optical sensor just wasn't enough. It was rolling too much, and it was, you know, with the flow I had to really adjust, you know, lower down the flow of my Core 20 pump, my return. It was just really a pain. So the every 8 hours for 3 seconds seems to be working great. You can see the water level's a little high, but it's not over yet, but it's still pulling through there, so that's good. My skimmer, not really using it for skimmer, just using it for ozone pretty much. It doesn't really skim anything. Sometimes I'll get stuff on the top, but not often. So using that for the ozone. Yeah, I got the Kato in there, and then I got my junk box over here. Pretty much I just throw a bunch of crap there. So yeah, everything's good. I haven't done a water change in this tank since January because I've been dosing the Alpha Reef, so that's going really good. And that's it for that tank. Let's take a wander over here. So still got my Phyto going. If you guys need Phyto, in the description I have my link for eBay. I sell this Phyto on eBay. I sell like a liter, I think, for like $13, and I think I do 2 liters for $25 or something like that. But you know, you guys can send me an offer. So here is my anemone tank. So this tank is actually doing really good. So last time we did a video here, I had issues with bubble algae, and I got a bunch of emerald crabs. I think I got 5 in this tank, and I don't see any bubble algae. The tank is really maturing a lot more. Like this coralline algae finally starting to grow in. These anemones are doing really good. They're getting very large. I've been trying to get them to split. So I read that like if you feed them a huge chunk of food, like to the point where they're going to choke, that they'll split. So I've been doing that. I haven't done it recently, but I did it like a few weeks ago for a couple days in a row and stuff like that. They didn't split, but they just got massive. They're not as, yeah, they're not as big as they were like the other day, but sometimes these guys open up and are huge. You can see like there's a long stem there to the foot. So I think I still have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I have 6. I originally started out with 2. So the clowns are in here somewhere. They're probably hiding in the anemones. Yeah, I don't know where they are, but oh, there they are. There's my clowns. They're in there. They love these anemones. I got the dotty back in there still, and the 6 line is in there, 6 line wrasse. And I mean, that's pretty much it for this tank. It's doing good. Haven't done a water change to this tank since January. Same thing, dosing Alpha Reef. I mean, it's just very little maintenance I have to do to these tanks, and I really, really love it. Like, it's just nice not having to do water changes. Let's go take a look at the cultures I have in the other room, and that'll be a wrap. All right, so here we are in the spare bedroom with my cultures. So on the right, this is kind of a funny story. So on the right, this was my brine shrimp culture, still is, but I'm not sure if you can see those little specks jumping around. Somehow, I mean, it baffles me as to how, but somehow copepods got in here. I'm very careful with like cross-contamination of stuff, but this thing is, I mean, there's so many copepods in here. It's unbelievable. So it's awesome, which is great. I'm happy. I'd much rather have pods. So yeah, I'm just gonna I've been feeding the shrimp to my fish, and just gonna kind of keep this a pod culture, I guess. And then once I move into a house, if that happens, I'll probably start up another brine shrimp culture. I'll have like so much room compared to what I have now. It'll be night and day. So I'll probably have multiple cultures of different things set up. But yeah, so mostly copepods in here now. Again, no idea how they got in here. I really don't know. On the culture on my left, these are my tiger pods, which, by the way, these are not tiger pods in this tank. I've looked at them under a microscope. Not sure the exact species, but definitely some sort of copepod. But yeah, so these are the tiger pods. They're much harder to see. I'll try to get a video with my phone, and if it comes out, I'll play it over this so you can see. Oh, there you go. You can see them there actually. So, all right, forget the phone thing. So yeah, this culture is doing really good. Very little maintenance. I did take the heater out of this. It's getting warmer around here. These guys do really well in cold water too. So I took the heater out. I took the what did I have? The little rod in there with like the air bubbles, couple air bubbles there. A second, took that out, and they seem to be doing really good. I got this. I definitely lowered the water level here. So I think before it was kind of hard to see how the culture is doing because I had so much water in here. But I know they like shallower water, so drop the water level. So that's I put the blue tape on just so I know where to top off. So, you know, I got to do a little top off, but I top off every couple of days. I feed Reef Nutrition Phyto Feast. I feed about 1 to 2 mLs every day. If I do 1 ml, it's every day. If I skip a day, then I'll do 2 mLs or until the water clears up. So water it's a little clear, so I'll probably feed some tonight. To be honest, last time I fed, I kind of just got lazy and just dumped some of it in. But you got to be careful because you don't want to overdo it because you'll kill your culture, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I'm super happy with these cultures, and like I said, I can't wait to get a house because like I'll have the ultimate setup in the basement, hopefully eventually, and yeah, a bunch of cultures. Can't really see them that way, but so that's it, guys. Oh, one more thing. I want to announce the winner for the giveaway of the this lens here that I use. I have a new one in a box. So I had said once I hit 300 subscribers, people enter into the giveaway. So I put all the names on like a spreadsheet, and I just did a random number generator from Google. So congratulations to Josh Hall. Josh, you won the giveaway. I have your address. I'm going to try to get that shipped out to you this week. I'll probably try to do it tomorrow for you. I keep forgetting about it. So congratulations to Josh. You won that giveaway. I'll get that sent out. If you guys, like I said, if you're looking for any phytoplankton, you're looking for, I got some frags on eBay. Hit me up, and you know, we'll work something out. So hope you guys enjoy the day. Happy reefing to everybody, and let me know in the comments if you want to see this whole move process, aka major headache. If you want to be a part of this major headache, let me know. Happy to share it with you. I'll just try to film as much as I can as I go along, but like I said, nothing's set in stone yet. I'll know tomorrow if this offer was accepted. As you guys probably know, or some of you might know, the housing market is absolutely brutal out there. It's not the time to buy a house, but I can't take the apartment living no more. I've been doing this for 4 years in this apartment, lived in another apartment before. It's just time to get a house. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, and I'm most excited that it has a big basement because I've always dreamed of wanting to do the basement sump, have like everything connected to one tank, have quarantine tanks, have like cultures, and like, you know, maybe have some big frag tanks to grow out more frags, and, you know, try to get a side hustle of selling frags and stuff like that. So like, super excited. I hope it works out. But if this house doesn't work out, I'm sure there'll be something else. Just got to be patient. So all right, guys, that's it. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. But we'll stay in touch and talk soon. Happy reefing.